Beloved, we gather today to explore the rich and profound metaphysical meanings embedded within Psalm 65, a song of praise and gratitude that exudes the energy of abundance, prosperity, and success. This psalm, attributed to David, is a powerful reminder of the divine's constant provision and the overflowing good that is always available to us when we align our consciousness with the source. Verse 1 through 2, Praise waiteth for thee, O God, in Zion, and unto thee shall the vow be performed. O thou that hearest prayer, unto thee shall all flesh come. We begin with an acknowledgement of the divine as the hearer of all prayers, the source of all good, and the ultimate fulfillment of our deepest desires. Praise waiteth for thee can be understood metaphysically as the anticipation of the good that is always on its way to us. In Zion, the metaphysical representation of the highest state of consciousness, our praise is a recognition of the divine's presence and power within us. Our vows or intentions are performed as we align with this higher consciousness. The phrase, unto thee shall all flesh come, speaks to the universal truth that all creation is drawn to the divine source, and it is through this connection that we experience true abundance and prosperity. Verse 3, Iniquities prevail against me. As for our transgressions, thou shalt purge them away. Here we are reminded that any sense of lack, limitation, or failure is rooted in erroneous thought forms, what the psalmist calls iniquities and transgressions. These are not sins in the traditional sense, but rather the misalignments in our thinking that create barriers to the flow of good in our lives. The divine, in its infinite love and grace, purges these away, not through punishment, but through the transformative power of truth and love, restoring us to a state of wholeness and abundance. Verse 4, Blessed is the man whom thou choosest, and causest to approach unto thee, that he may dwell in thy courts. He shall be satisfied with the goodness of thy house, even of thy holy temple. This verse speaks to the blessedness of those who are aware of their divine connection and who consciously choose to dwell in the consciousness of the divine presence. The courts and house represent the inner sanctuary of our being, where we experience the fullness of God's goodness. The holy temple is the pure and perfect consciousness that knows no lack, only abundance. In this state we are truly satisfied, for we are living in alignment with the divine's infinite supply. Verse 5, By terrible things in righteousness wilt thou answer us, O God of our salvation, who art the confidence of all the ends of the earth, and of them that are afar off upon the sea. The terrible things in righteousness refer to the awe-inspiring works of the divine that bring about our salvation, our deliverance from any sense of limitation or lack. The divine's righteousness is its perfect order and harmony, which manifests as abundance in our lives. When we align with this righteousness, we can have absolute confidence knowing that the divine's provision is sure and steadfast, reaching even the furthest corners of our consciousness, symbolized by the ends of the earth and the seas. Verse 6 through 7, Which by his strength setteth fast the mountains, being girded with power, which sitteth the noise of the seas, the noise of their waves, and the tumult of the people. These verses highlight the omnipotence of the divine, who setteth fast the mountains and stilleth the noise of the seas. Metaphysically, mountains represent high spiritual truths, firmly established in our consciousness when we are aligned with the divine. The noise of the seas and the tumult of the people symbolize the chaotic and fear-based thoughts that can arise within us. Yet, The divine power within us has the ability to steal these disturbances, bringing peace, clarity, and a deep sense of inner calm. Verse 8, They also that dwell in the uttermost parts are afraid at thy tokens. Thou makest the outgoings of the morning and evening to rejoice. The uttermost parts can be seen as the most distant aspect of our consciousness. These areas where we may feel disconnected or fearful. Yet even there, the divine's tokens or signs of its presence evoke a sense of reverence and awe. The outgoings of the morning and evening symbolize the cycle of our lives, the beginnings and endings of various experiences. When we are attuned to the divine, every phase of our life is filled with joy and rejoicing, for we know that the source of all good is always with us. Verse 9, Thou visitest the earth and waterest it. Thou greatly enrichest it with the river of God, which is full of water. Thou preparest them corn when thou hast so provided for it. This verse is a beautiful metaphor for the divine's constant nurturing of our consciousness. The earth represents our physical and material world, which is watered and enriched by the divine presence. The river of God, which is full of water, is the inexhaustible flow of divine ideas and inspiration that nourish our lives, bringing forth abundance. The corn symbolizes the manifestation of prosperity and success, which comes forth effortlessly when we are in harmony with the divine flow. Verse 10, Thou waterest the ridges thereof abundantly. Thou settlest the furrows thereof. Thou makest it soft with showers. Thou blessest the springing thereof. Here the imagery continues with the idea of the divine nurturing and blessing every aspect of our lives. The ridges and furrows are the preparations we make in our consciousness to receive the divine good. As we soften our hearts and minds, represented by the showers, we allow the divine blessings to take root and spring forth in our lives, leading to a harvest of abundance and prosperity. Verse 11, Thou crownest the year with thy goodness, and thy paths drop fatness. This verse is a powerful affirmation of the divine's goodness pervading every aspect of our lives, crowning the year with abundance. The paths that drop fatness symbolize the divine's guidance, leading us to rich and prosperous experiences. When we walk in the awareness of the divine's presence, our paths are always filled with abundance, success, and prosperity. Verse 12 through 13. They drop upon the pastures of the wilderness, and the little hills rejoice on every side. The pastures are clothed with flocks, the valleys also are covered over with corn. They shout for joy, they also sing. Finally, these verses depict the ultimate manifestation of divine abundance. Even the wilderness, which represents areas of our lives that may seem barren or unproductive, is transformed into fertile ground, rich with prosperity and success. The little hills rejoicing and the valleys covered with corn symbolize the elevation of our consciousness and the materialization of our desires. Everything in our lives shouts for joy and sings, for the divine abundance is now fully realized and expressed. Psalm 65 is a profound affirmation of the divine's unlimited provision and the abundance that is our birthright. As we align our consciousness with the truth of these words, we open ourselves to the infinite flow of prosperity, success, and joy that the divine has prepared for us. Let us meditate on these truths, allowing them to permeate our being and manifest the abundant life that is ours by divine inheritance. And so it is.